It is very normal to quit drinking and keep failing in it, even if it happens many times, 5, 10, 20 times, whatever. It doesn't define you as a person. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't mean you don't want that bad enough. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna succeed in it. After many attempts to quit drinking and then succeeding, I observed I took a bit different steps this time before I quit drinking. Step number 1. Before, when I tried to quit drinking forever, I felt that I was extremely stressed and I didn't even know what I was doing and I didn't understand the real benefits of it. But then when I decided to quit drinking just for a few months till end of the year, I realized that it was much easier because I knew, well, it's just for a while, let's see what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna start drinking again. The thing is that after a few months, I start seeing clearly the benefits of not drinking. That's why I didn't get back to drinking after that trial period. It's not that I don't want to drink at all, but I really recognized for the first time in my life the benefits of not doing it, which gives so much strength to keep sober. Step number 2 is to recognize if you have another mental health conditions that influencing your drinking habits.
Think about what you drink about. Before you swallow what you drink.
It might be that you're going through a trauma or you're having depression, ADHD. Well, there are many different mental health conditions that might be influencing alcohol and other substances consumption. When I was very depressed and I knew that alcohol is not doing well for me, I tried to quit drinking through 12 steps program, but that wasn't working for me at all. I felt like to quit drinking at that moment, it made all sense, but I could not handle that at that moment because it was just too much of healing depression and other things. Plus, stopping drinking, it was overwhelming. I could just reduce it, but then I could stop drinking only when I treated depression. And so, before we move to step 3, I really want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. And I would really recommend BetterHelp even without being sponsored. BetterHelp is a platform where you can get connected to a licensed therapist to help you to untangle your mind, to improve your mental health, improve your life. My journey going through depression and alcohol misuse was very complex and challenging. Having a therapist, it made such a huge difference, and I can't imagine how difficult it would have been without the therapist. Currently, me and my therapist through BetterHelp are finding strategies how to deal with self-criticism and very guilt-fueled thoughts that are actually a huge roadblocks in mental health recovery. Starting with BetterHelp, it's very simple because you just have to answer some questions about yourself, about your story, your condition, what are you looking for, why, what kind of therapist you need. And usually within 48 hours, BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist. I was really impressed because I got connected to a very good match within a day. And if your first therapist is not someone who you're looking for, you can keep searching someone with whom you really click with. Go to betterhelp.com/Carolina or just enter Carolina at sign up and you can enjoy special discount for the first month. So hot today. Well, step number 3. I really recommend to not try to focus only and only on quitting alcohol. You have done enough to decide to quit alcohol. You took this step. It's crazy. You are doing that. It's very challenging. Shifting your focus into something new, a new field in your life can be really supportive. Maybe you want to learn something, maybe you want to get fit.
Perhaps they want to gain poise and self-confidence and meet new friends.
Healthy.
Oranges, an excellent source of vitamin C.
Best father, best friend.
With the right start, you can stay in touch for the rest of their lives.
Shift your focus to something. Occupy your mind to the growth side. And focus not on your failures. Focus that you have done this step. You're looking for new ways how to quit alcohol. You haven't given up. You are doing great. And you're gonna find that eventually. Step number 4, changing your life. I personally forget sometimes how simple, but not easy, but still simple step is to actually change how I feel in my life. Such things like changing job, changing living space, changing relationship, changing friends can influence us tremendously in our mental well-being as well as substance consumption. Just imagine if we are doing, for example, a job that we really don't like and we keep going there because, I don't know, it's just because of the comfort or fear or whatever, or we just didn't make it important to change that job. And then every day we basically feel miserable about it. And that definitely doesn't help us to deal with other things in life. It doesn't help us to gain self-esteem, which is so important in quitting drinking alcohol. Don't forget, these kind of changes can really empower us to do other kind of bigger changes, like quitting alcohol, because it's definitely much more difficult than that.
Think about what you drink about.
Before you swallow what you drink.
Step number 5 is find your support. It is much easier to quit alcohol if you have someone to support you, or someone who's going through that as well or went through that already. It's so nice to share this experience with another person. I quit drinking together with my boyfriend, and yeah, I think that is definitely one of those factors that really helped to go through this. It is really exciting to share those struggles and achievements together with someone who really understands that, because this person is going through it or they went through it, whatever. Or if you don't have a friend or a boyfriend who can go through this with you, there are groups like AA where you can do that with other people that you don't know, but it's still sharing this experience with someone else. It's very, very empowering. And don't forget that you need to be very careful about the people in your life that are not supportive. For example, there might be a friend who will say,
"Try a beer then. Go on. Be a man."
Yeah, man.
this is not a good support. You can ask these kind of people to do not do that, and remember that it's also fine if you distance yourself from these kind of people for a while at least. You don't have to cut the friendships, or maybe just like keep a distance or whatever, but you don't need this. You know, try to avoid those kind of triggers. And even if you have family members who are guilt tripping you about your past, about your failures, and who don't trust you because, well, maybe they have right to not trust you because they were hurt. But if they keep guilt tripping you and reminding you, oh, you're not gonna make it, as always, they are not helping you, they are harming you. You can't easily develop that self-confidence when somebody that you love reminding you what kind of failure you are. Therefore, again, try talking to them, ask what you need to ask, and if they can't help you at the moment,
Just a moment, Hartwell. If you have any accusations to make them in the proper manner. Otherwise, I'll have to ask you to get out.
You'll ask me to what?
Get out.
recover yourself, prove them that they were wrong. Number 6 is to celebrate. Celebrate your achievements. Celebrate what are you doing. Tap yourself on the shoulder, really, because it's a big step. It's a big thing you do. And if you failed many times and you're doing this again, you are trying to quit once again. You're not giving up. This is a huge achievement. You know, don't focus on those failures. Focus that you are still doing that, and it's really damn hard, and you're gonna find your way, and someday you're gonna be so happy you made it. Try to celebrate what you are doing and recognize it's very difficult. So if you are a heavy drinker and you want to cut it down, keep in mind that it can be risky for your health, for your physical health, your mental health, to just cut down alcohol. Don't hesitate to seek support to someone like a doctor, to guide you through this process of quitting and or reducing drinking. And remember, we are all, everyone who's been drinking and trying to quit, have very different life experiences, and for each of us work very different steps how to quit drinking. Therefore, keep trying, keep searching, you will make it happen. I swear to you, you're not gonna regret it.
Be what you wanna be, and think about what you drink about.